Memorial Day is a solemn day in our country, where we remember those men and women who gave the ultimate sacrifice to defend our freedom and way of life. We honor them and pay tribute to the families and loved ones they left behind. I would like to take this opportunity to share some minutiae about Arlington National Cemetery, where many of our brave men and women have been laid to rest. Arlington Estate was established by George Washington's adopted grandson, George Washington Parke Custis, to be a living memorial to the first president. Custis's daughter Mary, who was married to U.S. Army First Lieutenant Robert E. Lee, was left the estate with the terms that after her death, the estate would be given to her eldest son. But that never happened. The Lees abandoned the estate at the start of the Civil War, and the U.S. Army seized Arlington on May 24, 1861, to defend Washington, D.C. from artillery that could be fired from the estate toward any federal building in the nation's capital. This meant that Arlington Estate was seized for its strategic value and not as a punishment towards the Custis Lee family. 3 forts were built on the property during the Civil War, as well as a freedmen's village for freed and escaped slaves. On May 13, 1864, the first military burial was conducted for Private William Christman. Brigadier General Montgomery Meigs, Quartermaster General of the U.S. Army, who was responsible for the burial of soldiers, ordered Arlington Estate to be used as a cemetery. It officially became a national cemetery on June 15, 1864, by order of Secretary of War Edwin Stanton. The original cemetery was 200 acres, but has grown to over 639 acres today. Arlington was originally a segregated cemetery and remained a segregated cemetery by race and rank until 1948, when President Harry Truman desegregated the military. Originally, being buried at Arlington was not considered an honor, but rather it ensured that the family members that could not afford to bring home their loved ones would have a way to provide a proper burial. The first Decoration Day, later renamed Memorial Day, was held in Arlington Cemetery on May 30th, 1868. The tradition continues today and is one reason Arlington has transformed into the premier national cemetery. Today, approximately 400,000 veterans and their eligible dependents are buried at Arlington, but there are only 2 presidents buried there: President William Howard Taft and President John F. Kennedy. The Tomb of the Unknown Soldier, which is located in Arlington, will celebrate its 100th anniversary in 2021 and has served as the heart of the cemetery since it was dedicated on November 11, 1921. The sarcophagus stands above the grave of an unknown soldier from World War I, and in 1958, 2 additional unknowns were added from World War II and the Korean War. Thank you for joining me this Memorial Day, and let us all take a moment to reflect on the sacrifices made to defend our freedom, and may God bless America.